Well, I'm around all day.
Oh, I know what it was now. One of the roofing contractors is contemplating putting a crane on the the concrete out here on
Yeah.
the west side. Have we ever allowed that before?
The caboose is, or what? I don't recall,
No.
but I don't think it'd be a problem.
Okay, as long as a pad underneath it.
Yeah.
Good.
Nothing up on the pier, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I'm ready whenever.
I got mine.
Alright. Pending issues for August 1st, 2024, volume 112, page 96, minutes of July 30th.
So moved.
Move. Thank you. Second.
Roll call, Roger.
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Page 97, fiscal year 2022 building and site revitalization program bills.
Move.
Second?
Tim.
Yes.
Roger.
Yes.
Page 98, brownfield bills for the Kenton Beach Green.
Move to pay?
Second.
Tim.
Yes.
Roger.
Yes.
Page 99, brownfield bills for the Dunkirk Masonic Temple.
Move to pay.
Second?
Tim.
Yes.
Roger.
Yes.
Page 100, CDBG, CDAP, NRP drawdowns.
Move. Second.
Whichever.
Pick a name. Any name.
Yeah, pick one. Yes.
Roger.
Yes.
Page 101, bills.
Move to pay.
Second?
Tim.
Yes.
Roger.
Yes. Wow, we don't have to sign anything today.
Weird. And I have no notes at the bottom either, which is
I
also
noticed
weird.
that.
the, program going on in Veterans Hall?
They told me, but I can't remember. It's not a county program. I don't think it's somebody just using the hall. I think this is supposed to be the last week.
Oh, is it?
It wasn't one I'd ever heard of, so that's why.
Right. It's a new thing. So do you guys rent that, or is it just a volunteer?
No, it's all
Just,
free usage. Yep.
yeah? Huh. And that's through the Veterans Hall, right? That,
Well, it's called Veterans Hall, but we take care of it.
okay, so it's
Yeah.
through this office. Very nice.
Yeah. President on vacation. He didn't go anywhere, but
Oh.
he just didn't come in.
I'm afraid he didn't go.
I want you to have to walk all the way back to me.
She yelling. Can you say? Yeah, I can say.
How are you today?
Okay, it's a beautiful morning.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's much better morning than
It's a
yesterday.
nice walk. I didn't get hit or anything on the way here.
Get fog or smoke.
Before we start, is there anything that we need to discuss economic development? We should go into closed session.
Most of it is okay for public, but I do have a part
Right.
that we need
Well,
to.
let's start with that
Okay,
because you've got a 30-minute window
Yep.
before we have a bid opening.
okay.
So,
I thought so. Someone told me that.
let's see here. There we go. I'd move to go into executive session for discussion of economic development, 121.22 G8.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Roger,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
9:29.
As you can see from my report, we only have about 10 minutes left in our time together
Yeah.
today, so, busy with a lot of meetings, met with a potential developer that wants to do a project in Kenton. We really analyzed the types of development that would be most beneficial. They're just interested in our geographical area because of the growth in Columbus and Marysville. They see this as a place of opportunity. And so they're an investment type development group that was just interested in what type, they don't have a specific business in mind. And we even discussed housing.
Just gonna say, can you steer towards housing
Right, yeah, I tried,
and not,
tried real hard.
not subsidized housing,
Right,
real housing?
single family self-pay
Yeah,
is what we
there you go.
discussed. Met with 2 individuals interested in applying for the state liquor agency in Kenton. That opportunity, is, of high interest to the
Yeah.
people of the county. And, these people were established, but I've had a lot of other interest. That process is an RFP that was issued by the Department of Commerce, and I think the deadline's coming up on August 12th to get those proposals turned into them. They want to act quickly to get something in here. But the people that I met with directly operate to, and they said that OHLQ, which is part of Jobs Ohio, how Jobs Ohio gets funded, has new criteria of what they're looking for liquor stores. They want them to be larger footprint, more inviting. And so
Spend the day.
it was interesting, yeah, spend 15 to 20 minutes at least, they said.
Yeah.
I've met with Lynn to discuss parcels that are available for development in the city. I did a referral for a lender that was looking for a feasibility study for a client. We referred them to the SBDC at Road State, so that was good. I learned something every day. Small Business Development Center said that is one of the services that they can provide is help with feasibility studies. I had a follow-up meeting that resulted from a BR&E visit at a major manufacturing employer regarding their workforce needs and how those match up with the services that RGP and Jobs Ohio can offer. We had a local revolving loan fund governing board meeting. Had a discussion with a local commercial building owner about a potential buyer that they're working with that from the medical field. And then I provided a referral of potential locations for a restaurant in Kenton very recently. Jones Road site, the rezoning hearing at Kenton City Council will be held Monday, August 12th at 6 p.m. So I plan to be there and offer testimony at that. I also invited some people from my committee, my economic development committee on the board of directors to come and support that. Other topics, other things that have been going on, Eats on the Street, we had great weather, great turnout, even though we were in a modified location, we got really good feedback from the attendees, people seem to enjoy it. Main Street Kenton, I've talked about that a couple times, what the Kenton Historic Courthouse District is working on, setting up these committees. And I've been supporting their work to start on their projects. So we have First Friday starting tomorrow, 6 to 10 in the parking lot by Twirl. It's an Eras of Kenton dance party. Stephanie Temple and Kelly Bosselman organized this. They're going to be organizing First Fridays every month, except during the fair. And the idea is to drive foot traffic in our downtown, get people to come and spend money on Friday evenings. So we worked with the business owners for them to be open during that time and benefit from that. We're doing t-shirts for the committee members, door decals for the businesses. Been working on some fundraising planning. Worked with the City of Kenton leadership to discuss the historic downtown district codified ordinances and how they work with the Architectural and Historic Board of Review. And submitted an Ohio Economic Development Association annual award nomination for a project of the year for one of the projects that happened here in Hardin County in the past year. So that was at the suggestion of Chase from RGP. She said, I think you should put this project in for an award. So no idea whether that would go anywhere or not, but I took a few minutes and filled out that nomination. Alliance Golf Outing, Friday, August 9th. We're hot and heavy in the planning for that at the Memorial Park Golf Course, and also a little bit of time spent recently working on the United Community Building LLC. Our building is owned by an LLC, and we needed to review our insurance options. So just a laundry list this
Good.
time.
Been busy. That's good.
Lots of things going on. But the first section, the business attraction and retention, there are some good things happening. And it's not on here, but I also went to CIC meetings, so other communities are not forgotten, but it was the same time as Forest, so Deb went to Forest CIC, and still trying to be creative with ways we can be supportive of those communities as well.
So is there any truth to the rumor there's a Casey's coming out by across the street from McDonald's there to the east?
Yes. I have not been in communication with them, but I heard a rumor and I verified it because they have applied for liquor permits at that location.
Yeah, that's, someone had been on the Ohio Liquor website.
Yeah, it's a public
saw that they'd
searchable
applied.
website, so I don't know timeline, but they have applied for the liquor permits at that location, and they probably wouldn't do that if things didn't look like they were on a good path.
Very good.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thanks, Holly.
Hey, Mom, Alex from Kent Times.
Yeah.
Can I potentially get a copy of that?
No.
Oh, I can't?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, thanks
There's just
anyway.
too much on there that.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, sorry.
Have a good day.
You too.
should be here, I would certainly think.
3 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Luke. He usually runs most of the time. I beat up on the Wyandotte County engineer last night in golf.
Oh, did you?
He got a half a point on the first hole and a half a point on the last hole.
Holy cow.
Mike was having a terrible night, and I shot a 42. Just one of those perfect storms. He was still smiling when he left.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Fire hydrant. Oh. No, I know.
You never
That's
know.
later today.
We may put in a countywide water system, put you in charge
That's
of
what
it.
I hear, you're talking about.
Yep, yeah. Just you this morning?
Just me. How you doing? That last group looked like trouble.
Yeah,
I want to be easy.
yeah. You gotta quit having this back-to-back underway.
Yeah. We were talking about that last night. I said, I gotta go up at 10. She's like, well, I'm going at 9:30. Weird.
Yeah, we told her that she had to be done by 10 because
Yeah.
the next guy was more important.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, it is 10 o'clock. Just making sure. Deb, nothing else out here? Hey, hey, thanks.
Did you get the email on the war post stuff? Or did it just go to Tim? Our war post stuff?
I think it went to Tim. I got a meeting invite
Okay.
for the next work vote.
Well, they wanted some stuff posted on our website,
Okay.
which I can forward that email.
No, I didn't. You
Okay.
I'll make myself a note.
I'll forward the email to you.
Here for the bid opening of the Reed Road Package Wastewater Treatment Plant.
Yep, this is the installation.
We have only, okay, this is the installation, not the materials. That's right.
Yep, we did the plant materials.
So should we have a bond on this one?
Yes,
Okay.
which could be in the form of the paper bond. There it is.
There, we got the bond.
And the bid blankets looked like it was the second sheet.
Okay. Their total bid, $99,136.40. 99,136.40.
And this is who is
Oh,
this?
this is from
It's the-
Crooks and Sons Excavating, John R. Crooks.
The estimate was 100,000.
We got
Funny how
pretty
that
close. Okay.
I move we accept the loan bid for, turn it over to the county engineer to give a recommendation to accept or fill all the adequate boxes.
I'll second that. Any discussion?
Who was the bid from? I missed that.
Crooks and Son
Oh, Crooks and
Excavating.
Son.
Scheduled for delivery, and I'll follow up with them September.
Okay,
So,
gotta take a vote first here.
okay.
Roll call, please.
Roger?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Okay, now.
All right. Just to let you know, the plant's scheduled for delivery September-ish, September,
Okay.
October. So, of course, Outridge, they were saying December. I talked them into November. I said I'd like October. They were going to get back with me. So I need to bid that one. I wanted to see how this one went. The other one's gonna follow up here real soon for, I'll
Okay.
bid that one, the installation of that one.
Good.
It's looking like it's gonna be October, November, so hopefully,
Good.
this one will be done, well before the end of the year. The other one, it should be as well, so.
Good. And I see your salt barn's going up.
Yeah, yeah. They were pretty slow with the concrete, and once they got to the wood frame part of it, they're moving a lot faster now, so. They've got to site it, they got all the wood up, siding, and they gotta pour the floor. Should
What
be
kind of siding you putting on it?
just metal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's all I had, unless you guys got anything else. I'll send that war post stuff up if you wanna put that on the webpage. So I sent the federal of course, we're doing the federal paving project next year, 25 miles, county roads. I sent that bid packet to ODOT. District 1 reviewed it. They have to send it to central office to get their blessing. And then I've got a bid opening date, end of October. So it has to be advertised 3 times per federal requirements. So I'll send once central office okays the bid packet, and I'll send up a letter requesting to advertise that.
Okay.
So we're using $500,000 OPWC money as well, so it's got to be completed by the end of June next year. So next spring they'll do that.
Okay.
And you got good press on the radio with putting in the paved areas out at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, we got it. They're doing some touch up on the stone this morning, and we're hoping to get in there to pave it. Probably, I don't know if it'll be next week because we're down in Hale Township, and trying to get through that area because we got a long haul to get down there. So probably be the week after we'll pave it. So,
Okay.
It's all in-house, so
yes. Yep.
very good.
Okay.
Does that, the concrete area at the fairground need marked and everything? Is that all handicap accessible?
Yes, they've already got, who did they say? B-Seal maybe lined up to stripe it.
As long as they had
'Cause we
somebody.
can't stripe.
I figured they did, but I
Rob
haven't
Wilson
seen.
said they had someone lined up. I think it's B-Seal was going to
Okay,
do that.
good. That'll be here before we know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe it's August already.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right. Yep.
I'll get back to you on this bid.
Oh, we were down at the safety center
Yeah,
last week, or Tuesday, doing our walkthrough.
yeah.
Any idea on the barricades?
Well, we tried to do it, we called early spring and we're kind of waiting on the go-ahead. We got the go-ahead, they had enough blocks there then, but after we got the go-ahead, they didn't.
Oh,
So we're waiting on them to get, of course, they're pouring a bunch of concrete now, so they're getting blocks. So we're waiting on them to get blocks. We can do it anytime as long as they got the blocks.
okay,
So I'll say something to Barney again, see if we can get it scheduled.
okay.
But I can check back with them and see if they got, I think it was 75 blocks that would go there, so.
Yeah, they, sheriff didn't know how many, he said you just measured it off, told us what we needed.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
but, good, Joe.
We can,
Yep, you're out of here?
Yep.
I've seen fire hydrants before, so.
Yeah.
Change the calendars.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Wait, although Deb says I can't do it a day early because.
No, you can't do it a day early.
He's got a rule on that, you can't.
Yeah, I got Tim educated.
Yeah, I didn't even change my calendar at home on my desk till this morning.
Right, I have also been educated. Bad luck, we don't change.
That's right.
We don't change anything,
Yep. Not that we're superstitious.
No,
not at all.
it's just Julie will kill us.
Somebody was asking me about the paving out at the fair. Wasn't that ARPA money that did that? But I had gotten an ARPA list from Mike and it wasn't on there. And so then I was like, I don't know.
Mike's list is probably the ones that did paid.
Oh, those are the future.
Yeah.
Okay, but it did come out of ARPA is what I
Yeah.
previously
Yeah.
understood.
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't want to tell him wrong.
If you don't care, I'm gonna take my break.
Yep, I think I'm gonna go take a break too. I'm gonna go look at the southeast.
I just want
you guys have a list of the ARPA money that's not yet paid, but that's pending?
Fred does,
Fred does?
yeah.
Okay,
If you can wait till next week, you can.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I can email.
Yeah,
email.
he's the, what do I wanna call it, the spreadsheet guru.
Okay,
He keeps track of the ARPA money, and as bids come in, so we reserve so much, like say this bid, well, we had said when it comes, we'll set aside so many dollars.
right,
But when the bid comes in, if it's under, then he changes it, and then that tells us we may have
yeah.
something to spend by the end of this year to some other project, so
Yeah, 'cause
he's
I-
got a nice spreadsheet that has it all, but I have one, but it hasn't been updated since first of the year,
Right,
but yes, it has all our projected projects.
okay,
And as the bids come in, then he puts a solid number on that we approve,
right,
and then we, every so often, every couple of months, as another entity comes in and goes, we need, like BKP had just requested life packs.
right.
So we said, well, if we have any money left at the end of the year, we may be able to do
Because
it.
it has to be allocated by the end of the year, right?
Yes,
And
it
then
has to be
spent by
committed
25,
to,
yeah.
it can be under construction after
Right.
that. But yeah, stuff you can purchase that you don't have to wait to be billed has to be spent by the end of this year.
Right,
It runs out, whatever you didn't spend, you have to give it back.
right.
So,
Yeah, because I think the list I have still has like $3 million pending or something,
yeah. And it's about all but spoken for, it's in the works of
Right.
bids, this is one of them. These package plants are several of them. So as the bids come in, we may have set aside $150,000, now the bid's coming in for $99.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that does free up some money that we put towards something else. But a lot of other departments are real quick to put requests in
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
on the pile.
Well, like the health department coming in for the
Yeah.
TV case
And a lot of those at this point of the thing, we say, if there's any left,
yeah.
we'll consider it, but we're not sure what we'll have left. But
Well, and hopefully you guys have overestimated.
yeah,
you know.
a little bit. We're pretty close to the penny if things come in the way they,
Right,
but actually they've been coming in lower,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's freed up more money,
Yeah.
so.
Well, you've got
Yeah,
a couple,
yeah,
a
but
few more
Fred's
months.
got most, he won't have this number.
Right.
But I'm sure, let me see if I can find my old one. Let's see, inbox. Mine's probably 6 months out of date. He sends us updates about every 6
Right.
months.
But it'd be more current than what I have.
Oh, yeah, it'd probably be up to date, end of June maybe.
Right.
But now we'll have this one. I mean,
Right, right.
And I think we have one more package plant that goes out for bid.
Well, isn't that what they were saying, the Eldridge
Yeah, that one will go out for
is the
bid.
next one?
His salt building, that should be a good number because we typically, well, we gotta get the bids first and then we know, then they construct whatever the project is.
Everybody wants to sell fire hydrants.
Yeah.
Another one just came in.
Oh, really?
We have a hole out there. They're still digging.
Yeah.
What's it for?
Attaching our, sewer line to the new city line. Took out the old one, put in a new one.
Now, are they doing the whole thing, or are they just attaching your existing?
They are attaching to our existing up almost to the wall around.
Oh, right.
terrace. So, we didn't know they were going to be doing that.
Oh, it's a nice little bonus, right?
Okay, you can call it that.
Oh, they're terrible.
Looking at our yard, it doesn't look like a bonus.
Well, it's probably better to do it now than have something happen and then you're
Yeah,
trying to do it in the middle of winter or whatever.
yeah, the thing's about 12 foot deep.
Oh, wow.
It's a long way down there.
Yeah, it is. Go out and look off the edge of the terrace over there.
On this side?
You can look straight down into the
Yeah.
well, or into the hole, man.
And they're coming clear up to the wall.
Yeah,
Wow. I'm sure that's a pretty penny just to do that little section.
yep.
Do you know how big the pipe is?
No.
No?
There's two pipes. One's like 6 inch and the other one's like 12 inch.
Oh, wow.
One's sewage and one's stormwater.
Oh,
The bigger one's stormwater, which is surprising. I figured that'd be the sewer would be the bigger one. I don't think they have much stormwater. Well, maybe coming off the courthouse.
now did you guys update your water lines in the this process? Or those were okay?
I don't think they had to move those or disturb those. I don't remember putting new water lines in.
I'm trying to remember where the water line comes into the building. They may
Yeah.
not have gotten that part of the street done yet.
Yeah, maybe. But new technology, new air conditioning, water lines, sewer, you guys are,
Yeah,
Doing
we're gonna
okay.
be about done.
yeah. New windows, those are really nice.
I think they're, yeah, but they may have. We're hoping this tree gets saved. This
Oh,
is
wow.
the big hole off the terrace, but this tree they had dug around the root system pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's the hole. That's,
Yeah, wow.
it's a major, yep, I'm at the end. I just took these this morning.
Yeah.
So this was the old ring that was around the well, or the manhole cover that was there. But
Oh,
that's
wow.
what they're tying in at the middle of the street.
Yeah.
So this is what's down at the curb, our curb, then the sidewalk they've torn out. But there's where it goes under into our yard. But it's gonna tie into the middle of Main Street back
Yeah.
here. So that's quite a ordeal.
Yeah, it is.
But that was the hole, the down in and the cover that
Right.
they've all torn out now, so. It's bringing everything up
before
to
you know
date
it, it'll
from
be-
1914 to now.
Right. And before you know it, it'll be all grassed over and.
Yeah, it'll be gone and probably be putting a new tree in.
Well, talk to the tree commission.
Yeah. That tree was dedicated to somebody. I didn't take a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of the plaque, but I'll have to go out and get that so we save it.
I'm excited to see the next stage of the not tearing up stage.
Well, that's about a couple of years out. They're doing this side next year, I think, and then.
Well, I mean, doing the streetscape over here.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. The new fire hydrant sets out in front of Verizon, like 10 feet out in the street. So they're gonna have a curb come out around that fire hydrant,
Oh,
so.
yeah.
It's really gonna restrict the lane of traffic there. It'll all be parking diagonal. and
Right.
They're gonna back
Right.
it. So, that'll be interesting. That ought to cause a few wrecks.
Oh, they do it in Bell Fountain. You get used to people know to watch for people backing out, cause a lot of times it's so blind, you know, that you're like, I'm coming.
Big problem in Bell Fountain I found, and I just went through there the other day, Monday. The big trucks parked the block south of the square.
Yeah.
They pull into the bar that's there or the restaurant. Well, the big long trucks, dualies with
They always have a hitch on the
hitch and
end.
everything, as they stick way out in the traffic. I'm surprised they haven't had a lot of wrecks there.
Oh, you
And they
squeeze through
stick
there.
beyond, about 2 foot beyond where the white parking stripe is.
My husband drives school bus and he says it's bad going down through downtown, cause you know, a school bus down through there, you're feeling pretty tight with those trucks sticking out. But you make it. People get out of your way if you're a bus coming through.
Hopefully. We've had bus wrecks before,
Well, yeah,
but usually
yeah.
pretty good.
I will like it though, the shorter crosswalks, I think is the idea that, you know, you don't have to, walk so far in the line of traffic through those crosswalks. So I'm interested to see how that turns out.
Which will be interesting though, is if they do this streetscape and then they start over here next year, that means all that traffic is gonna get pushed over here to where they just narrowed it in the squeeze. So that's gonna be interesting to see semis try to get through there after they just build it for semis not to get through there.
Yeah, I don't,
But
I
Yes.
figured they had, a reason for doing that side first. But yeah, you would think that,
they
this
got the
is your
fire,
main.
yeah, there's a fire hydrant out in the middle of the street now, so that they're pretty much gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't
finish
know if the ODOT roundabout came after the,
That's in 27, yeah.
right, but if that planning came after this planning,
Yeah.
that shift in traffic, I don't know.
I think next year they'll be tearing up Detroit Street. That means all of the traffic of next year has to go
Where else?
on Main or Columbus or Franklin.
I wonder if it's, I'll have to ask if it's more complicated, like if there was more infrastructure, but probably not, probably be just the same on both sides.
There's no
Stick it out over.
sanitary sewer on the west side,
Oh, okay,
just water line and storm system.
Yeah, this is the only one.
oh, okay, so it would be maybe a little
And I
easier.
don't,
Be a little quicker.
I don't think on that side there's the bump outs. Like they have the hydrant over here, they're gonna bump out about 10 foot the curb. And
Yeah, I just saw that yesterday, that map yesterday.
yeah, I don't think they have the bump outs over here.
How do they
Because
not,
of the truck traffic's all gonna be, eventually they want all
All
the
of it to
trucks
go
to
that
come
way.
on Detroit.
where's the sewer lines if they're not out in the street for that side of the,
I think they're in the alley,
in the alley?
I think, or else I don't know, must be in the alley.
Probably in the back alley.
Yeah.
Well, I know, yeah, that bank of stores, the sewer's in the back because it leaks. When it used to be the Marv Wingfield's warehouse antique store over there. Every time they had heavy rain, it filled the building with sewage smell
Oh,
because it was running down the back alley, flooding this
no.
sanitary sewer with water, the fresh rain, and apparently the odor was all coming into the sewer.
So are they gonna replace those pipes in the alley as part
I
of the
think
update?
they're gonna, when they do the street, they're gonna move them out front.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, not sewer?
No.
No, no. Then they're gonna have to replace them in the back.
Right, huh? So many pieces and parts, it's a lot to,
Yeah, a lot of movements.
yeah,
Yeah, it needs replaced behind them buildings.
yeah. Well, especially to get the storm water and the sewer separate.
Yeah, they're definitely not separated. So they just putting water line down? Good.
Water and storm.
Okay. So that's how they're separating. So. Well, then they go block out. Then you can block around the square, the years down the road. I don't know. They got so many plans going right now.
They are ambitious, that's for sure.
Well, you gotta get the money while you can get it.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I've been impressed. They've done it. I feel like they've done a good job getting grants and stuff.
Oh yeah, they've got more than I've ever seen in a long time around here.
Persistence. They don't, they
Well,
don't take
nice
no.
streets, now we can just,
Yeah. And now, will you guys get new sidewalks around the courthouse?
Yep.
And now, will they be brick like the
No, that'll be all concrete.
just concrete?
Yep.
That'll be really nice. I was walking the other day and just realized how cracked this one side is.
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
If they hadn't have been doing this street work, we'd have probably been
Had it done by
replacing
now.
them before, but
How often? Do you know how often they get replaced?
those might be the original sidewalks from when this courthouse was built. Better than 100
Right,
years
from
ago.
1915,
Wow. Pretty good return on investment.
Yeah,
yeah.
they made good concrete back then.
We can get the next
Yeah.
set that will last 100 years, that'd be good. Hopefully, we won't have to do it anymore.
Right.
Just about getting the courthouse done, we get this roof project done.
Oh, is that next? Or are you working on it now?
Yeah, working on it now, get ready to go to bids eventually. Now that we got all the air conditioners in and the holes all cut in the roof, and the roof was due to get,
Okay.
And you have you guys are working on that attic space, right?
yeah, trying to clean it out.
I know, I missed the courthouse tour. Did you go up in the attic?
Mhm.
Yeah. Is it tall? I mean, is it tall up there? That's what.
Not in some spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, some spots you bend over and walk. Out where the glass and all that is, it's pretty tall out in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys have any more tours coming? Or did you get through all of them?
From 13th, I think, we had to reschedule. Simon
Oh,
Kenton
Simon
and Mark
Kenton.
Cove. I think that's it. Six.
Do you guys know if we have, is it choice one that's coming, since Mark's not gonna be here? We might not need that sign-in sheet for the next bid opening? For the CDBG?
It may be choice one that's coming in,
Okay,
and I'm sure Jamie from Ada will be here.
right.
So 11. Haven't heard back from anybody.
this year, and your guys are doing the basement drywall and stuff, and the floor. Are you guys still putting in a room down there when you do that? I know you guys talked to Richard about the plans of, you know, making additional, office space down there.
I don't know if we've
Or like adding.
come up with something with that, but
Oh, okay, so.
there's he's just gonna do it as it is. They're gonna do drywall over the paneling and the floor tiles. We do have a conference room down there that's kind of available space, but they usually use that for grand jury.
Right,
So the prosecutor doesn't want us to really
right.
change it into offices, because then when they have grand jury, they have nowhere other than
Right.
courtrooms to go have that.
Right,
And the judges don't like that.
right.
Those are their courtrooms, they don't. So I don't think there's gonna be any change of rooms.
Oh, okay. Cause you guys had kinda talked in that, I didn't know all the story behind it, but I would think it's less intimidating for grand jury to be down in that room rather
Yeah.
than being in the courtroom.
Plus, it's convenient for the prosecutor, because all his files and everything are right through another door.
Right.
If they would have to go to the courtrooms and drag all those files and all
Oh,
those
yeah,
papers.
and all the people tramping up and
Yeah.
down, yeah.
You
Yeah.
lose things, or eyes that aren't supposed to see them, you know, victims or whatever. So it's better to have
Yeah.
them all in one area, and then the election board has the other side of the hall,
Right,
pretty much, and then maintenance is in the very back.
right. But other than that, so like, are there any other things that need done in the courthouse? Once you get that, and the roof done and the basement there?
Well, we did all the IT stuff. And
But that'll
all
be
that.
done. Isn't
Yeah,
that finishing up?
That's all done, yeah.
Yeah, cause he went down, he's now
Yeah.
the sheriff's
Put in
station.
an IT room and all that, and, yeah, this is about the end of the project and the ARPA money, the rescue money,
Right.
so we'll finish that up at the roof, so that's one of the bids that'll be out yet, that, once we get the bid, we'll know, we set aside so much money, and then,
Yeah, well, cause you got the air conditioning in the courtrooms, how do they like it?
yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
having to
sure.
wear sweaters and everything now,
Right.
yeah.
That's the other side of it. That's the
Yeah,
other side.
now they're too cold, but the judge doesn't mind, cause he's in a room,
Right,
so he's like, well, I don't get cold.
yeah. But I mean, as far as maintenance for the courthouse, are there other things, I mean, the bathrooms need updated or?
No, they're pretty much,
They're
I
in good
think
shape.
up to date, they're to the ADA standards and.
And you got everything I mean, everything's been repainted and,
And the floor in the veterans hall's been waxed, stripped and
Right.
waxed and cleaned and, we pretty much went through it from top to bottom, but
yeah, well,
when we
good.
had the money, you know.
Yeah, sure. Well, very good.
But the roof's the final thing, just because we had to wait on
Yeah, yeah.
holes being cut in there, but, the rest will be like working on the storage and stuff as it gets moved from the courthouse to,
Yeah, cause you're gonna bring the storage out at Hardin Hills, right?
we'll have to, yeah,
Over
eventually, we got a little time, it'll take.
What else, that little bit of storage down at the sheriff's station, is it coming over the recorders? Is it gonna come up? Or maybe it has to be more secure? Is it is it climate controlled up there?
No, not totally, I mean, it is to like here, but for paperwork and stuff like that.
It's okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everything's pretty much heading to the old Marco factory and the old Head Start, which is now half soil and water.
oh, your
Storage.
storage is going out, that's the north annex?
Yeah, that's what we call
Yeah.
it. Well, where soil and water is North Annex.
Right,
Yeah, the old Harco factory is just the old Harco factory.
right.
But
Yeah, just trying to take the little bits and pieces that pick up here and there, and it's like, okay, this is starting to get a good picture of. Now, you guys just did a bunch of work out there at the North Annex,
yes.
so should be in pretty good shape.
Oh, yeah,
It's in good shape.
yeah.
And the west the West Annex, the DMV?
Yeah, we're
It's
working
in-
on it. It's on a 5-year plan to be repainted inside, so that'll be this year, yeah.
But structurally, it's all, because it's fairly new.
Yeah, pretty good. That building never has been ideal for government offices, because it was made, well, the Kinnears built that to be a party rental thing, and it had a pond out back, so it's been, the floors kind of need some attention, but it's a slab, and it's kind of cracked
Right.
and sticks up, but you'd have to remove the whole building to put a new slab in, pretty much, under the whole building, so it's working now. It is in a low-lying area, and sometimes water floods right up to the back doors.
Right.
They have a beaver out there in the pond area,
Well, that's
or
probably
used to
bad news.
have, but every time it builds a dam, that water starts
Right.
backing from the city property down by the pool. up
You know
to-
you're probably too close to the water if the beavers are like, yeah, I want to
Yeah,
live here.
yeah, swimming up there and building a nest, or dam, actually.
Yeah.
What they do, well, we're the very end of Franklin Street, where it goes over the railroad track before you go up to the county garage. There's one big culvert that goes under that railroad track, and that beaver knows they can build a dam right there, and they can back flood all around the pool and all around.
You didn't get a permit though.
Yeah,
You should
they
get that.
try to live trap it and get it out of there, but
Can't.
anymore the beaver have come back enough in Hardin County that they're starting to become a problem.
Right.
We've had some dams we've had to remove down in Mount Victory, different
They're-
areas.
Water rats, right?
Yeah, basically.
Not chewing your electrical wire, but cause a lot of water issues.
Yeah, they can flood a place really quick. And they're so fast and efficient.
Right. What's your other? So North Annex, West Annex?
Yeah, we had the school down on Decatur, which we went
Right.
through.
No, there's another north and west and,
Well, we have the
Oh, the
annex
regular
across the
annex.
street, and we got
now is it in pretty good
West
shape?
Annex, Sheriff's Office, and that down here. Fairgrounds is, it's all county, but, well, almost all county property, but run by the Fair Board.
Right.
They manage that. And then the museum's right beside it. The museum run the farmhouse and the barn and the schoolhouse. That's all under the
I
museum.
know. Now, do you guys do anything at the museum up here? Cause you guys talked about
The county owns the building, the museum owns the artifacts.
so did you get those issues? Cause they have the gutter,
Oh, thank you.
the gutter issue that you were talking about a while back.
Oh, there's a back gutter, house spouting,
Right.
kinda tends to fall and break, and when it does, it dumps all the water in the back corner. So, but the way that works, it's kind of a little cove back there that's hard to pipe it anywhere else. So we try to have it come down with spouting, mainly off the garage, but
Yeah.
and then it comes down the driveway to the front of the house. So we're just using there's an old driveway there that goes under that, what they call it, porcello or whatever, the overhang that the buggies used to come in. So we kind of use that as a waterway for the overrun, but if that pipe gets knocked off, then it all just dumps into a hole right between the house and the garage.
You need a gutter watch, spouting watch and a beaver watch.
Oh, yeah, we got all
Yeah.
this. Bad part of that house is the spouting on the Sullivan Johnson house is like a trough. It's, I think, a copper trough that goes all the way around that house. It's about that wide.
Right.
So it's not like just putting house spouting on it. It's actually a custom built thing.
But other than that, is the maintenance up there pretty
Yeah,
good shape?
it's pretty up to date. I mean, the county takes care of the maintenance basically and everything outside. The museum board takes care of stuff inside, painting the walls, whatever, and they take care of security systems and things like that, fire extinguishers, things they have to do to be a business. Right. So they're a private entity board.
Yeah. So did you find anything
Well,
out?
very good, well, very good.
They're
Did you
important.
find anything
Hi.
out on the, battery backup project?
Sorry, you can sign that one. I did not. I called, so I talked to Brad, who pulled those plans together, and he said one was a supplier on there, and then another, they might have both been suppliers, so there's two that were down to I called both and have not heard anything back.
I got a call from one of the bidders, I want to know what the bid results were, and I called him back, says, well, you have to rebid it, it was something that the plan order, but they said that the timing was an issue, well, okay, we gave him till.
I think we gave him as much time as we could there. That's why we
Unless
put
these
it out
things
so
are,
early.
right, unless these things are that's a specialty item, it takes a long time to
Yeah.
order. I don't know, but he did, and he left a message, I called him up, left a message on his, I even talked to him, I knew he did it. I can't remember that, I forgot the name, but it was, he said he was playing hold up, so, and wanted to know what the results were.
Yeah, I wanted to see if he had gotten a hold of
Brian,
Ryan
I
at all.
can't, I haven't yet, but I didn't know if that was something I can, it doesn't matter, I know him well enough to call him. so.
Yeah, if you could do that,
I'll
I think that'd
talk,
be better.
and I also wanna see what we can get by with on the bid book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to another, colleague, consultants that work within this stuff and see what they use and maybe we can streamline that down. But it's still gotta be prevailing wage.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff can't go away, but, we'll see what we can narrow down in that packet. Maybe that'll make a difference on that small project. Oh, and the check, you'll have a check sent out tomorrow.
Okay.
Just an FYI. That'll be.
That was one I was not worried about.
No, but we got it in Monday, I processed it, they actually probably signed it today, it should have a check cut tomorrow.
Okay.
And that'll get you current, for your engineering stuff.
So are you planning to go on vacation here soon?
No, I was just, I was testing that out for internal and external replies, I don't normally do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought, well, let's see how.
I got an answer from Jerry.
No, I get some of them when I
History.
send stuff out,
He
people
says
send
2
out.
or 2:30.
Looked into,
He could meet.
seeing how that was going.
Because we're really not involved in it.
Yeah, it is nice.
So, well, yeah, because
He
you
just
can't
wants to
reply right.
say what they
It's
want.
just-
think more.
Exactly,
I'll just
yes.
have
It's
him make
a
it.
good way of saying like, alright,
I'm not
I'm
blowing
done.
up on it.
I'm not blowing you up
I'll
here.
call you when I get back
So
in
he
the
talked about
office.
the house if
Yeah.
he wants to
So,
talk about something.
but,
I did mention something.
So I didn't
The
talk
hall.
to Kay about it, but what ended up happening at the
Let's see, ours,
smokehouse? Still,
yeah, they'll do that, but I.
Yeah, they're
Used to, over the fire. I was gonna ask them if they said there might be hard to come to point.
I mean, it's just, it's, right out, over the back over there.
It's down
Um,
this way.
I'm all
Yeah.
screwed up all my directions.
If you go out.
But yeah, I think I passed it on the way in, coming in, I came up through.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That was really successful from what we could tell, right?
Yeah.
It was real big, it'd be a real big hit. We don't have very many of those
Yeah.
sit-down type restaurants, so that thing was doing pretty well. And it was a niche that Hardin County and the city of Canton and surrounding counties were supporting. There had been other things going in, it just didn't do very well.
Well, they're putting in a creamery in Dunkirk.
Okay.
So I saw they had the sign up, and so it's like, you have something like this happen, and it's like, oh, you're gonna have the time and energy to like finish this project, and I don't know what happened to their food truck. They were
Yeah,
able to
sitting
fit
back
their
there
food
too,
truck.
that's how it started, was a trade.
Started in
Food
the food truck and
Yeah.
wow.
And that's parked behind me, but I think
right
throw that
Yeah, that's.
last month's
Not
count.
really.
It's around, you
Yeah.
got people
When you
coming.
go down over to the big
You
nuts,
don't sure.
Yeah, I was over in that,
McDonald's and Wendy's.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
phone number. She ended up getting transferred to the next one.
What's the, on the agenda for Thursday for regional planning?
Just same stuff.
Just, you just go,
Go
just,
through the updates and
yeah,
everything.
right. When will you have, the new, when do you guys start planning for like the new stuff that comes on?
We're already doing it.
Oh, you're,
Yeah, we go over projects that's undergoing currently, and then we also talk about what we're going to be applying for. Yeah, that's at every month. Yeah. And it's fluid, it's never really, we plan on this, and well, the village isn't ready yet, or township's not, so we pull that back and look for another spot. So, there's no shortage of projects, that's for sure. But, yeah, we got, I've got it pretty well mapped out in my head.
Did you see
where
it
we're at
today?
5 years out. I haven't mentioned
Did
all
you get a
that in
chance to
that
see
meeting
today's
because
paper?
it's too
No.
really. But I got where I want to spread it around where
We got it down
so
here.
I've got like, okay, then here,
Right.
now I'm gonna go here.
Yeah,
As long as
we're
we're
at it right now.
Page one, page two.
Almost all communities are in now, except for one. When they go back, and one of them because of Ada, their size, and then you hit that twice. They're the biggest, it's the city of Canton. So where I'm looking at that, and there's always project meetings, I'm sitting in with all the communities as far as what we got going on here, Ford, Alfred, Canton, Dunkirk, I've got no shortage of that, so.
now, I know we talked about the brownfield properties. How long have you been taking the brownfield properties out?
Well,
Not to interrupt.
we've applied for a second round of monies, so it started in 22.
Okay.
That money was available to all counties, to apply for. And then, we just had another round we applied for in 24, that we just got a cure, it was a cure period to answer questions, additional questions, so we're doing that. And then we get those back in so many days, I would think. We applied in April for those, so I get those back. I would think by fall, we would know if those are funded.
How many years of brownfields or rounds of funding to take care of all of them that we have?
Well, you mean on brownfields? We're in our second round of brownfield money. There's other monies that were available that we worked on through the US EPA and then the Ohio EPA. This is through the Department of Environment. Ooh.
I guess I'm asking, like, how many brownfield properties do you have, like, pending?
Oh,
Are they
well,
under-
that's fluid too.
Is it?
because yeah, I mean, I can think of, maybe more, it depends what you, brownfield isn't like everybody thinks, it's just contaminated area.
Right,
Brownfield, these things over here on the corner.
right.
So that's why I include part of it, because you have asbestos issues and all that, so it's a hazardous thing too. So I would say offhand, maybe 3.
Okay.
But that's always something that can come available, or someone hears, hey, you've got this money, maybe we'd be interested in applying, so
Sure.
sometimes it plays out. Yep.
Hey, Roger,
All right, wait
is it
till
okay
they-
if I move up here and let them sit
Yeah.
at the table? Kind of switch.
Okay, would sign in and you can then have a seat anywhere around the table or back room.
You don't need to fill out our normal thing since they're handling this.
No, they've got a, we just get a copy of theirs.
Okay.
He wants to swap the corner.
That's right. You're on top of that.
No, he's on top of it.
I know.
I wanna make sure those are the easiest ones.
Yeah. That's good though.
You can't put your email in there now. Guess you can't get out of that 100%.
Supposed to know that, man. Yeah.
Taurus is on there, isn't it?
We've got
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
two other jobs went out today. Just support big ones.
I know mine, but we don't use our individuals. Get it? Oh. It is 11 o'clock, there's nothing else out there for you? Okay.
Like just a little bit.
We are here for the bid opening for the Ada Fire Hydrant Replacement Project. I think I've got 9 bids here. First I'll open is from Beaver Dam Contracting Incorporated out of Bluffton. Yeah, that's what we do. Should there be a bid bond?
Yeah, or check or something.
I'm just looking for the bond first. And there is a bond. Total amount, $148,475.00. 148,475.00. Next is from J&M Services of Miami Valley out of Casstown, Ohio. Have the bond. Bid $160,375. 160,375.00. Next is Fenson Contracting. And the bid bond. Their bid total, $128,160.00. 128,160.00. Girding Contracting, Fort James. Bond. Bid $151,510 even. 151,510.00. Driven Excavating LLC, Crestline. I like these with the tabs. Have the bond. Bid $160,860 even. 160,860.00. Reconstruction from Ada. Has a bid bond, $160,300 even. 160,300.00. Lots of zeros. S&S directional boring. That's a different envelope. Bid bond. Bid $171,850 even. 171,850.00. Hohenbrink Excavating. Bid bond. Bid price $124,995.56. 124,995.56. And the last bid from All Purpose Contracting, Delphus. We have the bond. Their bid is $180,500 even. 180,500.00. Questions, comments that you have on that before we take any motion?
No, just time to review.
I have a motion to accept and review.
I move that we accept and review these bids and turn them over to Mark.
I would second that. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Roger?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Did
you.
everybody sign in? If you haven't, please do so before we leave, and thank you for your bids, and thank you for coming.
Anybody wants
If you want to take a look at any of these, you're more than welcome to.
Quite a range there.
Yeah, that's quite a few bids.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Yep.
It's J&N Services.
What were they?
J&N.
160,375.
Even?
Yep.
I looked at,
I'm not quite sure it's spelled Hardin.
Or didn't either as
Yes.
J-E-R, I had it right.
G-E-R.
G-E-R, yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't, Amber, I wrote A-M, and I was just like, no, I don't know.
There you go.
And you can see the engineer's estimate, we're well under that, so assuming they're good bids. So we've got some flexibility there.
We only had 2 or 3 people work on after it.
There's 16 hydrants that we're replacing. And miscellaneous work with that, you see.
That include the installation?
So this is part of the Village of Ada that we applied for last year on all those projects. This is one of those. The battery backups was the other one we did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And there'll be 2 more projects associated with this grant that Mark got us, and that'll be a storm sewer South Gilbert and curb and gutter replacement on West Montford. And those plans are now just being
Yeah, underway. They're underway. And sidewalks.
on sidewalks.
We have 3 more.
You had to say sidewalk, didn't you? It was going real good.
Bad
You had
news
to
on
say
that.
sidewalk. Oh, I don't know what village or entity doesn't have bad news for sidewalks. That was such a, in Burton, Ohio, where my brother and sister-in-law lives, just a little village, Burton, just they're northeast of Cleveland. The town maintains the sidewalks, even to the point, not just replacing and putting in, but snow removal, all that stuff. The village
Wow.
takes care of that.
Got a 10% income tax.
Well, believe it or not, they're, I don't know, good half hour from getting into Cleveland, but they're on the, where all the fancy fancy houses.
Yep.
I mean, all that stuff is just building up out there. Okay, well, thank you guys.
Yep, thanks, Jamie.
No, that's in case we
Yeah.
did have these ones.
We'll take all these back, scan them in, and then we do bid analysis, make sure all the paperwork matches and there weren't any bad theirs.
Recommend the award.
Yeah.
Can I get a copy of your thing? Can you guys make a copy of that?
Yeah, sure. Take it out there, Deb.
Oh, because she can't.
Is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. I just wanna make sure I have spelling and all the good stuff.
I just dropped down at the Board of Elections. The village is
Hey, Jamie, this is not
put on the ballot.
Okay, I'll make
Make
a
a copy
copy.
of yours, there's no copy.
That's like chicken scratch
Just
on
so
me
you
right
guys
now.
are kind of aware, they're going through the process now. I don't know if Brad has to look at it, but somebody will probably have to look at it, make sure the wording's right and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
We're Secretary of State's office.
So we have that. And then Tuesday night, we made a proposal, we had a committee meeting, made a proposal to council. We're looking really hard at our utility rates, our water, sewer, and storm. And we went up to 2050. 2045, there's this great big $50 million expense thing, and everybody's dropping things. Well, I said, what that is our water plant, which we still call, our wastewater plant, which we still refer to as being the new plant. I said, it's gonna be about 50 years old. And 20 million for rehab there, $10 million for sanitary storm, reline replacement, so as you project this stuff out. But what we were focusing on in the next 5 years, with the projects that we have and expenses and things like that, we're gonna be cash flowing in the negative. So we're talking water 15% for 4 years, and then 5%, wastewater 5% for 5 years, and no increase on storm. I'll take our 4 cubic foot user, which is kind of average from $118 right now for a utility bill, up into the, in 5 years, it'll be $148. So $30. And of course, it's a monthly bill, so first year's gonna cost an extra $72 for the residents. But, gotta tell you,
If you don't keep up with those rates, there's no catching up.
well, we're doing a water meter replacement project. I just did Tuesday night, we'll do a resolution authorizing to bid. But the price that I've been using on this is $1,260,000. And to get the final numbers to put into our pack that goes out and stuff like that, it's now $1,320,000. that's the inflation in that short period of time, between talking about it and actually putting it
Hell,
up.
it only goes up.
Well, in your infrastructure, you can see this right out here, and your plants, the inflation is because you've got so much fuel costs, transportation costs, chemical costs, those things, if inflation is running 7%, you can figure they're gonna be about double that. Okay, guys, this is good. That's fantastic. So, do I budget the difference between the 125 and the 170 for my boat, or,
What we can do is probably, if there's one or two extra fire hydrants, we could maybe add, you got something emergency, we can do.
oh, we'll take a look at that, we didn't like.
Well, we don't wanna have some play anyway in case we run into something.
Well, we only did a
Construction.
one quantity of the watch valve, so.
We can adjust, maybe we can adjust it so we get, how many quantities, what do you mean, one quantity?
Well,
So one each, basically a contingent quantity, that way if they ran into a watch valve out there that was not
Okay.
functioning, they could
Okay.
replace it. Now, they could run into 15
Oh,
watch valves out
Okay,
there.
so then we better stick with what we got.
So, don't really know until you get down to it.
Till you're in the middle,
Yeah.
okay.
okay,
Hey,
all right, back to the big city.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate down there at the smokehouse.
Oh, boy.
my gosh, it just is.
yeah,
We got.
Thanks for you guys sending over your ladder.
Well, and I knew you guys, I've been reading about them trying to get their ladder, their pivot fixed and stuff like that. And you read that, you don't think much about it. Boom, there it is. And when you need it and that's not available, that is just so crucial.
yeah, we come over there a few times, way back
Yeah.
when, so it all pays back.
Well, we still have that empty lot from the, dirt that we put down there. I think something could have gone there, but he has really been, pretty adamant that he's gonna get a lot of money for that lot. And we've had some people interested in it, but they can't.
That kills more development.
You can't pay $175,000 for the lot and then just try to build something on it. So, but
That would be
anyhow.
realistic.
All right.
Okay, thank
All
you,
right,
Chief.
yeah, thanks.
Wes, so everything going okay? I'm gonna break this down,
Well, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
At least we had bids to open this morning.
Yeah, that's quite a few bids.
So why don't all the people come, but they just watch the bids, but they don't ask questions, or there's nothing?
They just wanna see what their competition did,
Yeah.
because everybody's bidding the same thing.
Are they not, can't they call in and find out what the bids are?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's just better,
yeah. Some of them like to be there in person and others, they don't care.
how many, 'cause you had 9 bids.
I think there were 14
There was 5.
requests.
5. 5 out of the 9 groups
Okay, we're here.
represented here in person.
Yeah.
That's everything on our agenda, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Tim, we will see you on Tuesday, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Have a
Unless
good
you wanna
weekend.
bet they would.
Yep.
Make it fun.
Yeah.
My kids keep asking, can I help you paint? Can I have your, like, maybe, how about primer in the basement, or,
Yeah.
it's a hard one to relinquish.
I got a big enough house, I always have something that needs painting.
Yeah.